Indian actor Ayushmann Khurrana has experimented with several different genres on the screen. And with his latest release, Thamma, Khurrana turns into a vampire and joins Bollywood's horror comedy universe. In an interview with WION Samarpita Das, Khurrana talks about the joy of reuniting with his brother in the horror universe.
Hi, this is Ayushmann Khurrana and you're watching me on WION. This was different because this was a transition from a guy next door Delhi boy to somebody who has superpowers, which I've never done in the past. I've always felt safe under Dinesh Vijan's and Amar Kaushik's vision, with Aditya Sarpodar as a director, with Naren Bhatt's writing and Suresh Mathew and Arun Fulara's writing. This is the most successful film universe in Hindi cinema. So there were a lot of expectations for sure. And I'm glad we gathered like a great opening, 25 plus, which is my highest. And we managed to score 100 at the box office. Though as an artist, I don't understand numbers. But one thing is for sure that we have reached out to a lot of people. So that's very gratifying as an artist. But at the same time, it'll always be challenging to keep the universe going and making new characters and how they're going to integrate different characters in the narrative. Hopefully he gets a girl in the next film. Let's see. But more than that, I'm excited to cross paths with his character because we keep on meeting every day. But I want to meet him on set of Mythology Horror Comedy Universe. It's just that they call it vampires, we call it Betaal. And Betaal has been part of Indian folklore since time immemorial. We have watched Doordarshan in the past with Vikram Betaal. And that was before we had watched the other vampires of the West. And these stories, folklores have always been there. It's just that they made it before us and they called it vampires. But as Indianized our film is, I guess comedy was always a part of Mythology Horror Comedy Universe. That's why it's called like that. So it's not just romance, it was more of comedy and action and VFX and all that effects. It was a broad stroke film, which was also catered to young kids, for example, because when I spoke to Amar during our first narration, he was like, I'm keeping the kids in focus more than anything else. So the best compliments I've gotten for the film are from the kids, and I'm really happy about it. Yeah, my last release, Dream Girl 2, was actually off-season. And that was my highest opener before Thamma happened. It really depends on the content. Of course, when it comes to Diwali or any festival, they are like, it depends how many offs or holidays do you have. And that helps more people and families come into theatres and enjoy the film. Because the festive fanfare, I think it really helps cinema goers to have that community viewing. So that's about it. Otherwise, I think a good content can shine on any day. Reason to watch the film is, number one, it's an origin story. You'll be intrigued by the genesis of Betaal and Thamma. Number two, it's the next chapter of Mythology Horror Comedy Universe. And number three is a mix of horror, romance, action and comedy.